Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And away we go from East Rutherford. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready!
Throwing now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. Well, the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Throwing on 2nd. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Let's go now. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Starting. Here we go.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Allen off the play action. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Play action now with Allen. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook was wide open.
Ready.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Check. Here we go. Cougar 19.
This is a designed run for Allen. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates. Let's go.
Looking inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So it's second down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Ready, set.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. Second down coming up.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick with someone like that.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and it's good for a New York first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Set up the screen here for Hall. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jets first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They'll go play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun here. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know it when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive, extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
Extra DB out there for the Finns. Third down.
19.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins 0. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
33-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with A-Chan. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Set. 6, go.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Madden26, right here.
Third and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Marcus Williams has it. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Jets take over first.
So their 2nd drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep.
Oh, lost it on the hit. And the Dolphins have it.
Okay, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Finds him on the crossing route. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back.
Ready. 60 broadcast. 60 broadcast. Here we go. 18 Rodwell. 18. 70.
Allen on the play action. He has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals.
So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. The Jets with an early lead. More from MetLife coming right up.
On the jump.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got a first to begin the frame. It's A-Chan on the inside give. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
Slot man motioned over.
Ready.
A-Chan, a 1st down carry. And he's stopped right as he reaches the 10. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This one's caught. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Trying to get it with the option. Pushing for the end zone. He lost the football. It's not loose. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Dolphins picked up the fumble and ran it home. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. At the 20. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take the lead on the first play of the drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Okay, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover, but may not tackle so well, and opens up a run lane. He took huge advantage of it.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Come on.
Man in motion here. On 1st down, Allen. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Hawk 70.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Rolling left, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 3rd down.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Allen to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
They'll start this one out with Hall. Room for him past the 30. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 7. Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action now. Allen. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
19 tight.
Allen setting up play action. Over to Pittman on the sideline. Caught. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ready. 70, step by Wolf.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Lightning 18. Come 19.
Throw here, 3rd down. That finds Pittman, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. First and 10 from the 43.
Let's go now.
Allen looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Allen connects on the crosser. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Check. Ready.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Panther 11. Here we go.
Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 18 Pioneers. 19 Lions. Dragon 60.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats. Cougar 19.
It's Allen out of the pistol. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Warriors 70. 19 tight. Go.
Back to the air, Allen. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
60 Vikings. Trap 60.
Allen gonna throw again. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on. 18, 19,
Swamp man's in motion right. Here's Allen. Nice game. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's caught left side by Hill. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 79.
Achane to the right. On the move, past the 40. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Here we go. Set. Back up. Go.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on first. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60. Warriors 70. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one connects. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Achane has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Dolphins tie this game at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
2nd and 20 at the 13-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. He'll set up the screen here for Hall. He's got room to roam. Across the 45. And he's finally That's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
First down, play action. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. Running in the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here we go. Track him, 60. Go.
2nd down, Allen throwing again. That one way too far up there. They can't connect.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
19, come on. 70, 18, rattle, 7 Pirates.
Allen on 3rd down. And the incompletions continuing to stack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as a defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. The return begins on their side of midfield. Has room down the left sideline. And he houses it on the return all the way back for a touchdown. You gotta love when your special teamers say, take some time off, offense. Your presence, that's not required at this moment. That guy took care of things himself with an electrifying return.
Yeah, find somebody who doesn't welcome some time off from work, Kate. They're more than happy to chill out on that sideline, offer some extra applause as that return team did more than its normal job.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Jets 35, Dolphins 21. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
19 seconds. Ready? 70, Wolf.
Play action now. Allen. Into the hands of Duvernay. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. A pickup of 17. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
79 Broncos.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quincy Williams has it. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, New York. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. You could do some serious damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts from the goal line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Here's a screen for Achane. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Set. 59. 18. Right in. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
To the air on 3rd and long. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Jalen Waddle on the return. The Jets take over.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On the set.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Stephanie.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense.
He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Panther 60, Panther 6, Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70.
First down throw for Allen. Finds his back, H-hand. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami. There's a reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down, Dolphins.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On first down, Allen has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
On the jump.
First down now, ball at the 33. Motion a receiver left. Here's A-Chain up the middle. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, ready? Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Allen on the play action. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
60, Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Allen throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Bronco 80. Come on, come on. Viking 18.
Trying for it, it's A-Chain. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. A give left side for Hall. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a 4th down.
He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Allen looking to throw. That's Hill on a slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Play action now with Allen. As it's going to again, it's Pittman. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Warriors 70. Go. 65 catch, 65. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Allen setting up to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Second down carry for A.J. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll go play action. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets continue piling onto this lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Bronco 80. Ready.
Allen setting up play action. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Hey, check that, go!
Now they'll hand it off to Achane. Get some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
First and 10 from the 43.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it third and maybe a yard at most from the 34. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Third down run from Achane. He'll get them enough for a first down.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Allen off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Motion man sent left. Play action now, Allen. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
19, 18, 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60.
Here he goes, one final shot. Looking for somewhere to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
One final shot here. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Jets make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the win goes to the Jets. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.